Meowdy.
Of course the music lulled right as I switched over. Okay. Also, I know what it looks like. I have enough for the key. I haven't done my daily commissions. I swear. Hello! I have enough. I can do this. I'm also still in their house. I have not left. I've been sleeping on their couch. Anyway. So. Something's missing? Oh my gosh. I see you're filling in. Oh, these are all my teleports that I don't have. Oh, okay. Well, at least I have this teleport. Oh, bird. Welcome back to the hive? Huh, you are assuming a lot there. So do you mean Melazine steaks and Melazine shakes, or like Melazine steaks and like a variety of regular shakes? Because I like vanilla milkshakes. Let's see. Do you need a hand with anything? I don't think I've done this one. Ah, medicine. Melazine shake. I don't know. I feel like you should have a bigger variety of shakes out there. Like, drinks are like an art. Suddenly, Sino. I mean, isn't that what happened with Alhaitham's quest? Suddenly, Sino. We're just having a bit of samsara. Alright. Alright, this guy. Hello! Have some medicine. Alright. Cool. That was really close by, actually. Don't know why you needed a commission for that. Everything and anything is Melazine? Listen, I'm just saying you gotta vary up your diet a little bit. Cause like, a strictly Melazine diet it's not, it can't be good for you. Ah, I see. Speaking of, that guy's only eating like one type of thing. It's not good for him. He's not okay. Closest is gonna be this one. Well, shoot. Okay. Let's see. You have chocolate chip cookies as well. Okay, but like, how are the chocolate chip cookies on like a scale of like Chips Ahoy to like fresh home baked cookies? How good are your cookies? That's very important. Because like, I don't know, I feel like you shouldn't join a hive mind if they just only have like packets of like Chips Ahoy. But like, if they've got like grandma's home-baked chocolate chip cookies, then like, I do understand where the dilemma comes in. Grandma Melazine baked them, or are you saying like Grandma Melazine was baked into them? Oh, it's the mushroom one again. Who's commissioning me to do this? Alright. You love those? Which type? Are you talking about Grandma Melazine cookies or like baked them, not in them? Okay, okay. So you're telling me that Grandma Melazine is in on it? How deep is this web? Oh. The crocodiles can live. Oh. I have to run. Okay. Complete side tangent. The coffee biscuits in the 14 cookbook are so good, though. Just completely random aside, really. Oh, Grandma's chocolate chip cookies.
You are not welcome here.
Okay, then I'll leave. I am doing that currently. I am doing the leave. I've got a long ways to go. I am not welcome. I understand. I need to go. Got places to be, people to see, to kill. I have to defeat 3 opponents. Look at how unexplored everything is. Oh, thank goodness for these. Oh, are you the opponents I need to— oh, of course it's Fatui. Hello. Let's see. Bit of this, do a bit of this. It's like making cookies or something. I'm here to inflict psychic damage. That's my job. You know, it's why I'm a bard. Only psychic damage. You know, when I said 3 opponents, I wasn't expecting 3 waves as opposed to, like, 3 actual opponents. Oh wait, no, it was just 3. It was just 1 guy showed up. Okay, they were a little late to the party. Sir, I have nothing to break your shield with. Please perish. I have nothing for your shield. Please go away. Thank you. I am going to grab this teleport. It is right here. Somewhere. Where? Wait. Is it underground? Oh, that sucks. Shoot, I'll grab this one. Just so I have some teleport here. Yep. Just so I have one. Hello, hello. Oh, that's not what I... Come on. Oh wait, if I can stand here, that means if I wait 8 seconds, I can just climb this as a cat again. I am too impatient to wait those last 4 seconds. Not me putting as many nyas as I can into these efforts as I could. It was very intentional. Okay. Let's see. Yep. Okay. There we go. Now I have something in this area, so it makes it a little bit easier. All right. Where is the last one? Here. Oh, and there's a teleport right next to it. Yay! You are over here. The light chasing challenge. Well, I mean, what better challenge for a cat? Oh, oh god, I'm chasing the light so far I can't even see it. Oh, I haven't done this before. Is that a big sealy? What are you, strange jellyfish? Oh wait, I'm actually supposed to catch you. What are you doing? I think this is incredibly rude. Wait up? Hello. Oh, that's an R&R thing? You can also get one in Fontaine. Oh, interesting. See, in Fontaine it makes more sense because it's like, you know, jellyfish, right? Okay, let me go turn these in and then I will get key. And then I can go and talk to Dehya, except you swim. See, that makes even more sense because it's a jellyfish in the ocean, right? All right, claim. And nice. Okay. So, I can claim that, open that, and we go. Manticore. I wonder if it's Manticore. Okay. Let's see. Oh, like right here? Right here. Okay. Back here. Oh, already caught on the cutscene.
I was trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of biryani anywhere. Let's go get some. We can still add it to the list.
If we kept adding every food you wanted to the list, we would have no more Mora.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
Oh, shoot, hi.
To see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dehya, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard, not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Holmayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dehya to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago.
Ah, sleepover.
My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dehya wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
Give it a couple of days, give it a couple of months. They're just gonna adopt you at this rate.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dehya. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes. I can't believe you can still refuse that.
But wait. Didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? Why don't you just take me with you today when you leave? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
One does not impulse go to the desert. I feel like you need like a little preparation. Otherwise, that's just an assassination attempt, or so I've been told.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the most peaceful place lately.
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip ever for you.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like I feel like something is off about you lately. Ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting anxious and even paranoid. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of trouble?
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further if you're willing to swear on what you just said.
I mean, I also feel like friends know not to pry after a certain point.
If something really is bothering you, then just tell me. You know I'll help you however I can.
Oh, looks like Dunyarzad was onto something.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't hide anything from you. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenaries. Knowing too much only leads to more trouble. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a completely different set of rules.
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you if I understand what's bothering you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me, are ya? All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else first. This isn't exactly the best place for a discussion.
Should we? I feel like we shouldn't be here for this. Like, I don't feel like we're a part of this conversation at all.
Okay, let's talk here.
Okay.
Just
We're here
try not
anyway.
to draw any extra attention.
Yeah, sure. The floating fairy, top mercenary, and anyway,
You already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and
Third
a
wheeling,
compliance
fourth
organizational
wheeling.
structure. Many mercs are no
3.5?
different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most notorious is a faction known as Deshret's Relics.
Deshret again.
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the Relic's banner.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule? Yeah, they weren't friendly at all.
Deshret's Relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The Relic's headquarters issues orders to all brigades under his control. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade that's stirring up trouble now is none other than Dehya al-Akmar.
Also, hello.
Hun?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. I found it insufferable for years. Anyway, the real issue is that Dehya al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough, buddy. You've arrived to eat more melazines and spread chaos. Wow, would you look at that? The melazines are sold out. That's so weird. You can't eat any more. They're fresh out. Wow.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they do?
They went and shaved the beards off of everybody. It was very weird.
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot of violent incidents. We're talking hundreds.
Lots of beard accidents.
Hundreds.
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite
Oh,
gruesome,
yikes.
too. They strip the victims
Oh,
of all
never
their
mind, it's
valuables
murder.
before murdering them.
Murder. The answer was murder. Okay.
Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens, but other mercenary brigades as well.
That's beyond terrible. They won't even spare their own kind.
Their own kind. That's a way to
I
put
don't
that.
know
Okay.
how Deshret's Relic sees it. All I do know is that Dehya al-Akmar has become more and more aggressive over the last few years. If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their next target. I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father do such terrible things?
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past, there were still a few lines that he wouldn't cross.
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Instead of doing anything useful, he spent most of his time drinking and chasing after women. Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night after night.
There's never a lack of melazines if you know where to look. I have already taken your hidden stashes and to put them away. You have an unhealthy addiction and obsession with these melazines, and this is an intervention.
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step in to stop them?
I feel like that might be the wrong question to ask.
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
There it is.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dehya. I didn't know.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? I was the result of one of those encounters with some random person.
What if you just didn't go to your intervention? Well, too bad, you are already here. Do not eat the melazines. They are under protection.
He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. In any case, she never came to see me. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then,
Oh,
he left
yikes.
most of the parenting to the brigade. The one thing I do remember is that he used to tell me stories. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those tended to be pretty stale. They were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel armies.
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
At least Dia's dad was more present than the melazines. No, he was always with his children. You know, they were always inside his heart.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around, but after about 20 repeats, they started to get a little dull.
I mean, again, you know, they were always in his heart, figuratively and literally. Very, very literally. So, you know,
He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into them that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
Oh, yikes. Oh, only saw bits of that quest? Yeah, that entire area is his body. It's kind of weird. Hello!
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, but he sounds less like a father and more just kind of like that goofy uncle that you have, sort of a situation.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish.
I can see.
That was something I could just shrug off. I had no reason to despise him until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's relics for myself. Looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only accepted such heinous acts, they would even openly boast about them. No one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad guys that needed to be taken down. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never know?
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception and reality must have hit hard.
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the
Oh.
bridge to me now. I
Oh,
had
shoot.
a huge argument with my father and left that place behind for good.
Sorry, Dia. I need to address this. Thank you for gifting a sub. You were bored? Is it because of the lack of melazines? I'm sorry, we're in the desert. But yeah, shoot. Thanks for gifting a sub out.
I'm not investigating them due to any bitter
Enjoy the
feelings
emotes.
I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me.
It's the lack of melazines. Okay, fine, I'll give them back. One. I will give one back. Okay. Let's see. You just want to find out why they're causing trouble.
I told the boys
You
to gather
want a
as much
timer
information as
first?
they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents, but there's also some talk of smuggling.
I didn't realize that there was a hippie bribery. I didn't realize there was a competition going on. What does first prize get? Probably one melazine. Not the Aranaras. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean not the Aranaras? Huh?
I see.
Nothing.
But isn't this investigation incredibly dangerous?
Just a loss of money. Make sure you take care of yourself first and foremost. I will always continue to stress that.
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
You said that you would eat an R&R instead. Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, I see that now. I don't know, debatably. Maybe.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not to worry.
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with you.
What should we do? They both have valid concerns.
we're gonna poke our nose into this business.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this mess, too.
To be fair, there was no need for us to hear this entire conversation.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem would be solved in no time.
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help.
I will do my
I'll
best.
wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
Well, I hope all Worcester sauce wanters become Worcester sauce havers.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, my lady. All right, then let's get moving.
Westminster, England, that's another good one.
Rebot, where we can catch up a bit with my fellow mercs.
Worcesterminster. Let's see. Oh, puppy. Gotta love the dogs. Okay, we're here. Oh, you grew up in Westminster. Nice. Not England. Oh. It's not that that's not that flavor of Worcester sauce, I see.
Hey, Dehya, you're back.
Mm-mm-mm.
Are these two friends of yours?
Yeah, no, that's fair. I have Venti, and God, that burst is so fun. It's just too bad it doesn't pick up the cat bombs. If it did, then I absolutely would have put him on this team. I would trust Dehya with my life.
So you've already become like one of us then? Well, that's good to know.
I love how he's just like, oh, so are you guys friends? I would trust Dehya with my life. Like, that's such an aggressive first statement, but sure.
Anyway, since we've got newcomers, let me fill you in on what Dakan al-Ahmar has been up to lately. They've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets.
Oh.
They even
Ooh.
attack other relics brigades, just the same as any other mercenary brigade.
If it could pick up Dodoko mines, then you'd have a friend. Yeah.
Even the most
I think that would
ferocious
make it too
beasts
powerful,
protect their
though.
own. And it sounds like they've thrown that straight to the wind.
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn to merchants on the black market. A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their next violent operation.
That's terrible.
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things from the exchange. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're experiencing an internal power struggle.
Just like you, for real, for real.
Wait, a power struggle?
You heard me
Ooh.
right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenaries from the other brigades of Deshret's relics. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between the different brigades within the relics. That's the only plausible explanation we have.
Part of me, okay, there's a couple of different theories now that's floating in my head. Either power struggle. Okay. So down this web of trees of my theories so far, we've got power struggle where like something happened to the people at the top, and now there's a power vacuum that they're now fighting it out for, right? Then kind of these next two are kind of similar, but like one is because of the power struggle and one is there is no power struggle. Just based on what we have learned of Dehya's father, I'm wondering if it has to do with like him being seen as a villain sort of a thing and wanting to be seen as a hero, so he's taking out others in that organization. And again, whether or not it's because of the power struggle or not, if it isn't, then it's just because of that. If it's because of the power struggle, it might be because he wants to take over so that he can implement more of that sort of a thing. Maybe. I don't know. These are just theories.
Unfortunately,
Anyway,
we weren't able to find out anything more
we'll see.
specific. It seems they're also trying to keep things under wraps.
You know what? You're right. It is just skill issue.
One last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as Dakan al-Ahmar became more and more active,
Hello!
Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
You know, I've never asked, what is your favorite type of pizza? It's in your name, after all. Fine, I'll hydrate. The power struggle is a lie. Oh god, the power struggle was cake the whole time! Pineapple pizza, fair. Everyone is entitled to their own decisions. I think it's okay. Pineapple pizza's fine. I think it needs to be like, you need to know what you're doing for it to actually be pulled off well. But like, the only pineapple pizza I've had is like cafeteria school pineapple pizza. Not good.
Sounds mighty strange to me too.
Pineapple pizza is a
Ruth,
sin.
you can leave the rest of
Pepperoni
the
and cheese.
investigation to us.
Meat lovers? Ooh, pineapple's good. Black olives and mushrooms. Huh. Yeah, I think in terms of pizza, I think I was like partial to, I think they were called like margarita pizzas? Like the type with like mozzarella and a lot more sauce. So it's pretty basic as well, but if an Italian saw you eating a pineapple pizza, they'd be so offended.
Gotta say though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan al-Ahmar is your father's crew after all.
What he said. Besides, Dehya, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined? What we did is nothing compared to your experiences.
Listen, when we had that pepperoni pizza, we were all very hungry.
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Khan al-Ahmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, pepperoni pizza is just a safe bet. It's just good. That was a lot of grease. There's so much grease you can make like 5 musicals out of it. Green pepper, red onion, and spicy sausage. Honestly, like, the sausage on pizza, like the ones that's like not terribly spicy, but like just a little hint of a kick. Not bad, not bad. Meowdy. I grew up with Nintendo, so I actually haven't really played any Sonic games. Did I forget about Dehya? No, I didn't forget about Dehya. I just thought I forgot to do the daily commissions the other day. That's what I thought I forgot. I didn't. So now we can do this
The
quest.
survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ooh.
Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him.
No, that's just the green on my wrists, scarf, and chest. And earring.
Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you, we can also rest easy.
Do I have a character I like the most? I mean, Kirara is gonna have a special place in my heart for reasons. But if I set aside my bias, let me think. I'm guessing favorite Genshin character. That depends on when you would have asked me. Cause like, I have a lot of favorites. Like, I really like Venti, I really like Kazuha, I really like, a lot of Animo. What was it? Like, I like a lot of the Sumeru cast as well. I like a lot of the characters. Ayato's also really cool. Why does Meowdy entertain you so much? Because Meowdy is just objectively fun.
Hey, what about Paimon? Feel anything special?
And seeing the reactions of all the people to the special program to that Meowdy was very, very fun. The amount of deadpan stares was amazing. Anyway. One boy, one girl. That's still very tough. But yeah, I like a lot of them. I'll pull up the character list after this.
You're also planning to tag along with them?
Of course! Paimon is the traveler's most important guide. Wherever he goes, Paimon will follow.
What was filming the program like? I was scared. I was very nervous.
Oh. In that case,
So,
then you better take care of her too, Dehya.
and I love the amount of puns we managed to put in. I also have no idea how much I'm allowed to talk about it, so I'm gonna try to be as vague as possible. Just like, the amount of puns we put in was great. I think they cut out some of the puns that we did, by the way. Oh, I have never actually been in a studio before. I have done all of my recording for things remote. So, that's pretty neat. Have I just started my journey at Sumeru? No, I haven't. This is just the Dehya story quest. I'm finally catching up on all of them.
Don't underestimate Paimon!
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless, but she's been through just as many battles as the traveler here.
She has not fought in a single one of them, though. How did I know they were giving me stares? Because I looked up I looked some of the reactions up because people make reactions to these things, and like to some of the Genshin like
on sheer luck,
streamers that
but
I've watched.
alone would still make her quite formidable.
No, I don't think there are any nuts in the picture. Actually, we didn't buy any in the shopping center. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by appearances.
Oh, you thought the people with me? Oh, you thought the other people in the program were giving me stares. No. It was it was the reactions after the fact. So people on the internet, they reacted very strongly to it, and it was very funny.
Oh, one other thing, Dehya. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy about your upcoming schedule?
So innocent, or am I?
We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so people were pretty disappointed to only find our crew of rough, unkempt guys. The deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay, and that really got to him.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for the event.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade's main selling point, after all.
I've committed many crimes. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more smoking hot members into our ranks.
I'm gonna bop you on the head.
Keep
A light bulb.
dreaming.
Whoop.
Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable to stick around.
Huh.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this? I don't think you were part of the brigade yet. Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that, and you weren't even gonna tell me?
Y'all need to calm down.
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now's not the time. Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here and tell me everything right now.
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. We're used to just speaking our minds. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't put an end to it, then you just challenge them to a fight. But we also don't
Efficient, I
take
guess.
many things too seriously.
Oh, there they go.
Being direct and getting it all out of your system
Oh, there
as
they
soon
go
as things
again.
come up is better than keeping everything bottled up, never talking about it. That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though, I can never do that when I'm with the Homiyanis.
Just their faces like turning back and forth. You can tell they're still running around.
Hey, knuckleheads, can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
Yeah, you hear her, Holof? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. I drew up a map. Right here is the spot. There you'll find the merchant caravan responsible for getting rid of Dakan al-Akhmar's looted goods.
What the heck are they doing? Shenanigans.
What you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening. They'll have no idea what hit them.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to everyone else in the brigade as well.
Will do. You stay safe, Dehya.
Right. Also, before I forget, let's see. One favorite guy, one favorite gal. Oh, that's so hard. I mean, Man, oh, that's so hard. I'll go with Toma. Toma and I'm gonna avoid saying Kirara because that's obvious. I don't have every character. I'll go into the index, I guess. Character archive. There we go. Yeah, I don't have it close to everybody. Honestly, Huta is really fun.
Silly churl,
So.
Billy churl, silly Billy, hilly churl. Ooh.
Woo! But yeah, so I guess Huta, which I don't even have. So I feel like a liar. All right. What? What? Silly churl, Billy churl. Anyway. I'm sorry.
This should be the place. Let's find a spot to hide and bide our time.
Well, there's plenty of shrubs to hide in.
It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another, so let's all be careful.
Thank you. Throwing your computer off of that hill.
No need to worry. He knows his
You
way
have to
around
climb up there first.
I'm
No,
not
Kazuha is
worried
so
about
good,
that.
though.
What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still need to get information out of him.
Now. My Dia's plan is not murder. Whatever it takes to never hear that song again. You could just climb up the mountain yourself and leave your computer behind, right? Wow, I didn't have to manually change the time.
Let's not give them a chance to react and end
Oh,
this
shoot.
quickly.
Thank you for the follow. It won't have the same effect. That's true. Not a lot of wanton destruction. All right. I have not used Dia before. Okay. Oh, wait, are they already... Okay. Now. Use your words.
The flame bane.
Mm-hmm.
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time
Yo,
for real
hello.
talk. Are you buddies with Dakana Lakmar now? Tell me, what are they after?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer. What makes you think I'd talk?
I don't know. You like your life, right?
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation.
Oh, Neela C6. I mean, good luck. Hope you don't need those 20,000.
Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools you need to succeed in this line of work? Tools like, I don't know, your limbs or eyes.
Ooh, nice. C4 Hutal?
You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much your employer's information is worth to you.
You know, Dia did just threaten to gouge out this guy's eyes.
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds.
I'll save you the trouble.
Did he gouge out his own eye? Oh, poison? Oh, he's dead.
Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any first aid supplies.
Well, just a prank, bro.
I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just passed out from the pain.
Why would he be so extreme?
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by threatening them. I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
That's not pain. That's an attempt at offing himself.
Well,
Hmm.
cool for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but maybe it's not a good idea to interrogate him any further. What should we do?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time to interrogate him again after that. He might just hurt himself again if we start asking. There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area. Maybe we'll be able to find something. I'm really sorry.
Well, there's weapons and bandages and food and water. Come on, incriminating notes so that we don't have to interrogate him again.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a merchant caravan, they should have a record of their transactions. Yep. I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems that in the past, they used to receive some canned knowledge as well. This caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange the looted goods for Mora, and the funds will then be passed to a specific person.
I'll take a potato chip and eat it!
That person
That's
will then pack
so
a
melodramatic.
caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to Dakana Lakmar. Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final transaction?
No value?
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid
Huh.
for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as delivered.
That's interesting.
Perhaps, but they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. There are a lot of entries. Everything was probably sourced from the rainforest. Huh?
Huh?
What's wrong?
Shahzaman Homayani?
Oh, that's not good.
Homoyani? You mean Dunyarzad's family? Could it just be another family with the same last name?
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shahzaman
Oh.
Homayani is Dunyarzad's father and the head of the Homayani family.
Yeah, that's not good. Do I still play Star Rail? On and off again. So like, I'm a little behind, but like, I'm more or less still playing it.
Just what the heck is going on here?
Maybe they're framing him. That's probably not true. Let's calm
I'm
down.
Sorry, you're right. I'll consider what we found and not jump to conclusions just yet.
Who's the next character I plan to roll for? I'm just throwing wishes at the banner right now and building up pity and like potentially trying to get a Jingyul, but the chances aren't high, and I'm fine with just waiting to see who's next.
But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has been providing goods to Dakana.
Whew, that's not good.
The Homayanis have been kept in the dark and don't know they've been trading with Dakana Akhmar.
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, why is this caravan specifically named Shahzaman as their person of contact? They could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Ribat or Port Ormos.
That's not good.
Funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid the proceeds from the sale of the loot.
Topaz and Zila. I already have Zila. And I think I might skip on Topaz for right now. Do I know about encounter points? I do not. It sounds somewhat familiar. Hello!
But
We're doing the
why
story
is it
quest.
like this?
And,
Not like the Homayanis are in need of money.
this is, not good stuff that's happening. Fastest method to earn primos. I clearly haven't been doing, really, my due diligence of, It's the new daily system. Oh, interesting.
I honestly have no idea.
Hope you have fun with the Star Rail. Used in the same place. Oh, okay.
I've been to their estate many
That's neat.
times, and I've never noticed anything suspicious. The only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be
So it's like the
treatment
Star Rail
costs for
thing.
Dunyarzad's Elazar.
Or Tears of Themis.
Maybe they borrowed a lot of Mora in the past? But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora.
Yeah, Dunyazad probably is in the
You're
dark.
probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from us.
Also, she wouldn't be involved. Do a story quest, you get 4 points. Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, Mogus.
What should we do now? All we found is
Hello.
a mystery.
Well,
If you ask me, we already have no choice but to confront her about this. I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the Homayanis. Let's
uh-oh.
go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything and see if she's willing to lend us her support. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper, but also follow the trail of breadcrumbs to the people responsible at Dakan al-Akmar.
Dehya, are you sure this is the best decision? What if instead of getting the help we need, we just end up revealing everything we've discovered to the enemy?
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. I think I owe her that much. True friendship is built on trust. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't repay her kindness with doubt and suspicion. That's not how I deal with people.
You're right. Paimon wants to trust Dunyazad too.
Oh,
Let's pay another visit to Sumeru City.
that's not great. So, you said it's in the adventure log. Where for? Commissions? Encounter points. I see. Oh, that's why I had enough keys last time. I was wondering because I forgot to do them yesterday and I was just like, oh no, I don't have enough keys. Guess I'll go and do something else. And then I realized that I did have enough and I was like, oh, well, dang. Hey, Hoyo's enabling me, clearly. Alright. Hi! We've discovered crime!
Oh, you're back a lot sooner than I expected. You mustn't have run into any trouble then. Well, how did it go? What did you come up with?
Oh, you know, crimes.
Actually, we're still investigating. It's just that we've discovered something strange.
I see. The clues you found have led you back here, in the city?
Something like that. Yeah.
You all look a little dispirited. Whatever you found must not have been very encouraging after all. Why don't you discuss it with me? Maybe I'll be able to say something to cheer you up?
Oh.
It's okay, my lady. It's not so much about me being upset with my father or anything like that. How should I put this?
You might be upset with your father, Dunyazad.
So something is wrong. Even the Traveler and Paimon have been uncharacteristically quiet.
The Traveler is pretty characteristically quiet.
Any other day, Paimon would have already waved to me with a smile and shouted, Dunyazad, we're back! So tell me, what happened?
Well?
My lady, please prepare yourself for what we're going to tell you next. It concerns the Master.
The Master? You mean my father? Okay, I understand. Don't worry about me. I'll listen as attentively as I can.
So he might be doing crime.
My father has been supplying goods to Dakan al-Akmar?
Yeah, it makes as little sense to us as it does to you. I've never doubted the Master's integrity, so I'm having a real hard time rationalizing how he could ever support an infamous brigade like them. Maybe he's not actually aware of the full story and just stumbled into the deal by accident.
It does feel
I
unlikely.
can't help but agree with the Traveler.
Huh? You mean you feel the same way, Dunyazad?
Bad RNG and light.
Thank you
Yeah!
for sharing all this information.
Rolling that
with me.
once.
Since you've told me everything you know, I should also tell you about some doubts that I've been harboring for quite a while. In the past, I thought that my father hired a bodyguard for me so that I wouldn't run away and get lost. However, there are plenty of capable mercenaries in the Corps of 30. Why did my father go out of his way to hire Dehya?
About that. Well, the Homayanis really needed bodyguards, so they reached out to the Blazing Beasts. Later, the master told me that I was one of the best mercenaries he'd ever seen, and that I should stick around to become one of his bodyguards. He offered me a pile of mora, so I just signed on.
Well, but that didn't really answer my question.
Yeah.
Just think about it. Why did my father specifically reach out to the Blazing Beasts?
Maybe the Corps of 30 just didn't have anyone available, or maybe someone recommended us. I've never given it too much thought. I think I get what you're saying. You'd think none of this was a coincidence.
Precisely. At first glance, nothing seems strange or out of place. But there are many parts of the story that don't actually make any sense. If my father had always been in contact with Khan al-Akmar, then it would make sense for him to bring Dehya into our house.
You mean the goal all along was to get Dehya to be your bodyguard?
No, that's too much of a stretch. I cut all ties with my father a long time ago. He has no control over my life anymore.
This is some really misconstrued way to make sure that she's okay, huh? But in a really controlling way.
Still doesn't rule out the possibility that your father has still been trying to influence your life without you knowing.
So the master was not likely an innocent victim in all of this?
Sorry we put all this on you so suddenly, Dunyarzad.
It's okay, Paimon. I should actually be thanking you. Regardless of his reasons, if my father has truly been funding a violent group of mercenaries, then it's my duty to bring him back to reason.
But is that really the right thing to do? My father has committed many atrocities and deserves all the punishment that he has coming to him. I have zero sympathy for him. You may call me an ungrateful child, but my feelings will remain the same.
I'm gonna bookmark this one for later. I feel like that might change
However,
with more
the
context.
Homayani family has treated me with nothing but generosity and kindness. If we decide to investigate this further, we could end up implicating the entire Homayani family. I would be biting the hand that's fed me over all these years.
Dehya.
It's all right, Dehya. If anyone were to ask, you could always just say that I'm the one who instructed you to get to the bottom of this.
You don't have to do that, my lady. I'm not conflicted because I'm afraid of taking responsibility. Besides, you're the one we should all be worried about right now.
Hey, it's still too early to give up hope. What was the thing about friendship again? Right.
It's magic.
You said that yourself, Dehya. Besides, there's no point on getting all riled up before we've confirmed all the facts.
Thank you, everyone. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I should always remember the trust that I've placed in people. In which case, my lady, could you ask the master to come out and have a chat with us?
Sure thing. I also hope he'll be able to give us a logical explanation. Let's meet at the usual place then.
Usual place? Oh, right.
Oh, the place in the Samsara? Shoot, I still have a cough. Ah! Okay. Ah! Let's see. Am I? Okay. Oh, I could just teleport. Okay. That would be fast. Oh, pff, okay.
Thank you for coming, sir. Please allow me to introduce these two. This is the traveler, and next to him is his travel companion, Paimon.
Ah, yes. My daughter has mentioned them from time to time. It's a privilege to finally meet them in person.
Yeah, I'm recovering though, so like it's a lot better than it was yesterday. So hopefully it'll clear up in a couple days.
But we may skip all the pleasantries for now.
Hopefully you feel better soon too.
What is the important matter you wish to discuss with me today?
Well, we wanted to bring this transaction
Hello,
record
have you
to
been
your
doing
attention.
crime?
There's something on this record that we're all pretty curious about.
So that's what you found. Huh. Seems like I can't keep everything from you much longer.
I am kind of glad that this is like everyone's just communicating and like just talking these things out, and like everyone's being pretty understanding so
If you
far.
wouldn't mind, we'd like an explanation.
Well, it's a long and difficult story. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing. What I do know, though, Dehya, is that the truth will bring you no solace. If anything, it will likely cause you a great amount of anguish.
Wait, me?
Yes, I understand perfectly why you came to see me. And I am touched by your collective commitment to do the right thing. But knowledge always comes at a price. And sometimes, as they say, ignorance is bliss. Your father, Kusela, and I both believed that. Of course, you have the right to seek and learn the truth, but I must warn you, the facts of this matter may reduce everything you've built for yourself into sand, blowing in the wind. If you must proceed, then Kusela's heartfelt efforts will also fade into the wind like a fleeting mirage.
Well, I appreciate the warning. I feel like that's
Heartfelt efforts. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm not sure I follow. I've made it this far in life without a single drop of my father's support.
I feel like he's about to say that everything she's achieved is because of her father's support, and that's gonna be a real blow to the
I
pride.
have my own ideals and ways of looking at the world, as well as people and causes that I've chosen to cherish and fight for. None of these things have anything to do with him. I came here today to support you as the head of the Homayani family. No warning will change my stance on that.
I understand. Then let me tell you a little story. Our family once needed to take a trip to the desert when Dunyarzad was just a baby. Along the way, we were attacked by bandits. They had superior numbers and quickly overpowered our bodyguards. When all seemed lost, a group of passerby Eremites lent us their support. Those Eremites were Kusela's brigade, Dehya al-Ahmar.
Ah, hello and well met. You're tired? I'm pretty tired too. Didn't exactly sleep
Kusela's
enough.
men told me that the attackers were Eremite mercenaries.
Maybe
just
get some
like
good rest.
themselves. I was shocked. Why would Dehya al-Ahmar go so far to save us and not spare the fellow Eremites? Kusela was grinning and walked over to play with baby Dunyarzad. She was startled by his unfamiliar face and nearly started crying.
Really? I never knew.
He said that he had no particular reason to help us. He just took pity on us because he had a daughter about the same age. We started talking about our children, and
Yeah, I thought that they had
sensed
bonded
he was
over
a
being
devoted
fathers.
father. To repay his kindness, I hired his brigade to help out at our estate for a time and offered everyone generous remuneration.
So, that's what happened.
It was many years before I saw him again. I almost didn't recognize him the next time he came knocking on my door. The man I knew to be strong and healthy had been reduced to a shell of himself. He couldn't even walk anymore without his cane.
So, what happened to him? He was perfectly fine when I left the brigade.
I'm not too sure myself. The only thing that didn't change was his cheery disposition. He said there was absolutely nothing to worry about and that he had gotten into a fight. That was all. He then suddenly asked me if Dunyarzad, now that she had grown, would need a bodyguard of her own.
All right.
At the time, Dunyarzad was going through a particularly severe bout of her Elazar. There was no need for her to have a bodyguard when she could barely leave the house. But he kept coming back to the topic. Come on, it never hurts to be safe. How do you know a bodyguard won't come in handy one day?
I mean, Dehya wasn't wrong. There was a recommendation. Just, the person she wanted least.
I was completely lost at first,
Ooh.
until he recommended the Blazing Beasts, and in particular, a mercenary named Dehya.
So he was the one who recommended Dehya to you.
Indeed. He didn't say it out loud, but it was clear that he saw Deshret's relics as an evil group who would eventually corrupt every member in their ranks. He was already beyond redemption, but he hoped that he would be able to detach his daughter from the vicious world of mercenary life. If Dehya could stay in my house and keep working as a bodyguard, then gradually her affinity for the desert would decrease, and she'd be able to leave her previous life behind.
And that's why you offered her such generous compensation?
Yes, but not just because of that. From the moment that he asked me
Oh,
for that
I was
favor,
right about that joke about her being
also
adopted.
began to see Dehya as my own daughter. And that's also why I tried to persuade you to stay when you asked for permission to leave. I was willing to spend however much it took. Kusela saved my daughter and me all those years ago in the desert. I could never refuse him entrusting his daughter to me.
He was always like that. Acting like he was oh so smart and self-righteous.
Listen, Kirara Hans, you know? Yeah, that was a fun line,
Kusela
too.
said that he'd reimburse me for a portion of Dia's fees. I refused to take any more.
Could be
from him,
squirrels,
but
could be birds.
he always
Anyway,
sent me funds anyway.
could be Timmy's birds.
Eventually, I just accepted them as a token of his gratitude. And that went on for a while until I received another letter from him a few years ago. The letter contained a request to help him buy food, weapons, medicine, and even explosive materials.
Wait! Isn't that around the time that Decano Akhmar started becoming more aggressive?
That's right. When I started to hear some nasty rumors, I became wary. I wanted to meet him face to face to discuss things, but by then, he was no longer receptive to my requests to talk. If I had to guess, it's probably because he doesn't want to put Dehya at risk. That thought occurred to me as well. I figured that he probably came to me for help because he had nobody else to turn to. After some deliberation, I decided to send him some food and medicine. I turned down all his requests for explosives and weaponry. I am aware that even such a reduced gesture of support could lead to others coming to harm, but I could not simply reject his plea for help. In the end, it probably was the wrong decision. I plugged my ears to the rumors and just chose a solution that made me feel least guilty about myself.
If you can, please tell me where he is now. None of the things he's doing right now make any sense if he's just trying to keep me from getting tangled up in his world. If all he wants to do is steer clear of me, then maybe he shouldn't have brought me into this world in the first place.
Oh no. Dehya,
Oh.
I don't feel that way.
I'm just angry because I can't wrap my head around any of his actions.
I feel like he's trying to, like, forcibly reform
Another way?
Deshret's relics.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I knew him, and he was nothing more than a childish brute. I can't understand what's going through his head, but I guess you do have a point. We haven't uncovered the whole truth yet. We still need to figure out his exact actions and reasoning for these last few years.
I'll do my best to help. Of course, anything between the two of you would need to be resolved between you and him alone. I don't know Kusela's exact whereabouts. Outside of supplying his brigade with some goods, I tried my best to avoid getting involved any further with him. However, there's a man on the list named Jawed. He used to be a mercenary in the desert and is now a member of the Corps of 30. He's responsible for supplying weapons and liaising with the merchant caravan. I think he should know Kusela's whereabouts. I've heard that he likes to have a few drinks alone and enjoy the cool wind at night outside the tavern. Maybe you'll be able to find him there.
Are you sure he's going to be at the tavern at night? I can't tell with the highlighting of the words.
Understood. Thank you, sir. Then I guess this is bye for now, unless...
I'll stay and be with my father here. To be honest, I'm still a little dazed and haven't finished processing everything quite yet. My father has indeed done something wrong, but if I think about it, I'm also not sure if there was a right way to handle this problem. I feel like our only course of action is to turn everything we know over to the Corps of 30 and let them render judgment.
Yes. I am prepared to accept whatever verdict they choose. It's time to face my mistakes.
All right, go look for him at night. Well, night is around here. How would Kirara dry her fur compared to regular cats? I don't know. Because, like, she has to take into account her clothes, too. Alright, Inside? Oh, outside. Wait, no, there was an outside. There was an outside. Leave. I only paid attention to the blue. Okay. Java. Oh, there you are. You have a name tag. Hello.
Huh? Who are you guys?
Dehya just sat right down. All
I
right.
know what you've been up to. Smuggling weapons to violent brigades in the desert while working for the Corps? Pretty bold, if you ask me.
Shh. Keep your voice down. How do you know all that? Come with me. We should take this elsewhere. I'll be happy to talk things over once we're somewhere private. This place should do. All right. Back to my question. How did you all know about me?
Well, you had a name tag.
Don't worry about that for now. You know what kind of punishment you'll face once we report you to the Corps, I assume.
Dehya, the last time we tried the threatening thing, they bit their tongue.
Hey, there's no need to jump the gun. Let's talk
Oh,
this
okay.
out.
It worked out. Worked
What are
out.
the terms?
So what's in it for you anyway, Mora?
Well, I was a little tight on money at the time, and Kusela took good care of me in the past. I waited in my mind, and I couldn't find a reason to turn the opportunity down. I wouldn't only be helping my benefactor, but I could also make some quick Mora.
I wouldn't be surprised if Sino was just like hiding in the bushes. Like you turn around and like the camera around and there's like little glints in the bushes or something. At this point, he has like a radar for this stuff.
Let me tell you how it is.
It's in the
We're
ears.
investigating to Khan al-Akmar, and we're gonna put an end to their operations. If you provide some help for us, then we might just put in a good word later to reduce the terms of your punishment.
Hey, why don't we discuss this a little first? Listen, I made quite a bit of Mora from my last run. Just give me
What
a
makes you
number,
think that
I'm
that would
sure
work?
we
What
can-
makes you think that would work?
Shut it. My patience is running out. You should know when a mercenary is after something other than money.
All right, sheesh. But you gotta promise you'll put in some nice words for me later.
He's off the clock and he's just playing TCG right now. There's actually a tournament at the moment.
They're always on the move. Here's the spot they were at the last time I made my delivery to the desert.
At this rate, the criminals in Sumeru operate on the like the TCG schedule. Like they check to make sure that there's a tournament going on before they go and commit crimes.
Feel free to go have a look. I'm just telling you though, it's not on me if they're not there anymore.
Sure. And then you can forget about any nice words from us.
Hey, come on. Now you're just being unreasonable.
I think it's pretty reasonable.
Really? And how do I know you're not leading us straight into a trap? Don't forget, you're the one with no bargaining chips.
All right, I get it. Why don't you go take a look, and if they're not there anymore, I'll try to figure out something else for y'all.
Now that's more like it. Let's move. And as for you, try to stick around the city until we get back. You don't want us to call the folks from the Corps and have them drag you back to the city.
I mean, we don't have anyone actually watching him, so there's nothing stopping him from like telling his buddies. Let's see. Oh no. In my hubris. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that's not good. Let's hope I can just go around.
Getting wedged into my paw pads.
Ironic time to say that, given that you're in the air right now. You don't matter, World Quest. Where is the map? Mystery map time? Oh no. Why is that so tall? Okay. I just... Who the... Huh? Wait. What? Did I get caught by... Wait, what? Is this the correct cutscene? What? Who are you? Oh, is this the world quest I was trying to... Let me go! Don't hold me hostage! Let me go! Ah! Robots. Wow, that's so wild. What do you know? It's attacking things with beam cannons. That's so terrible. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Why are they working? Whoa, robot. Wow, we should explore the robots much later. Later. Yep, give us money. We are adventurers. Yep, we need to go and shut it down. That's true. Fair enough. Don't break it. Got it. Bye. Dodge the beams. Oh god, it's the thing from Star Rail. Okay. It's not gonna shoot at me while I try to get to the... Wait, is it gonna shoot at me when I try... Ah! No! This doesn't look that high anymore. Yeah, I'm trying to get the statue, but this robot is trying to shoot me! Oh, hopefully it can't... What? Why? Oh, come on. Don't be like this game. It goes right through you? You have a shield. Huh. Can also... Oh, yeah, it did mention you could break loose rocks with it.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go up here. Oh, why is it higher? Hold on. Maybe I can... If I go this way, I might be able to glide over... Oh, there's another thing over there. Okay. This might be doable. Yes, this is doable. No! Ah! Stop! I'm just trying to get the statue! Stop! No! Oh my god. Oh, that is terrifying. Guardian fame, except I have no shield to parry it back at him. Just give me the stupid map. Oh, why is it up? It's just trying to say hi. I prefer if it didn't say hi. You know something? Its hello was a little too warm, as in it's trying to catch me on fire. Oh man, does that thing like one-shot you or something? I think I saw a thing up here for... Hello! Aha, I can get up there. Nice. No, I just heard you. Okay, multi-shot. Oh. Okay. I kind of like how like there's lines on the sand when you like smudge through it. I just think it's kind of neat. Okay. I can draw lines in it. That's neat. I'm easily amused. It's not that punishing. Well, that's a relief. Because it is very terrifying. Okay. Cool. I, in fact, don't have any of the teleports. All right. Now, let's go over so that the robot doesn't see me. Unless you get shot out of the air. Yeah, I noticed that it was targeting me in the air, and I was terrified. Come on. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up? Please? Please? Aha! Okay. Okay. Nice. Oh, these grappling things are a godsend.
That's close enough. Time to go to
All right, bye. Didn't want to be here anyway. Ah, scorpions. Huh?
Seems like they're on
Okay.
it. That should be their camp right up ahead. Let's go. We'll finally get to the bottom of this ourselves.
It's so new that it counted as a new area. I don't know.
I'm here to see Kusela. Tell him to get out here.
Dehya, why are you here?
That's rather casual. Oh, what are you doing here? Hello. Don't mind me, just doing a little bit of delivering.
The wind knows me. Haven't you all done enough?
Oh, cool. We're killing all of the named ones.
Stay out of this. It's got nothing to do with you.
I don't know. Seems like it has something to do with her. Do I have enough? Nice. Delivering pain? You know. It's like that sometimes, you know?
Let's get it on. Gloves off.
All right. Neat. Oh, they have been reduced to sand.
She's
Never
so
mind.
Strong.
Enough fighting. We all know each other, and I don't want to take things too far.
Yeah, this is just customer service. They requested a meeting. Obviously, don't mind them not realizing why we were
Just
here.
bring Kusela to me. There's no use hiding him anymore.
Is he dead?
Understand a single
Wait,
word I
is he
just said,
dead?
Or do I need to bash your skull in some more?
All
Uh-oh.
right, everyone, let's all just calm down for a second. Dehya, the boss.
Yep, he's
can't
dead.
come out to
Okay.
see you anymore.
All right.
He died a long time ago.
What?
Yeah, they did mention he was, like,
Seems
sick.
like you've been out of the loop for a while. Guess that's for the best, though. At least that's what the old man wanted.
When did he die? What happened to him?
A few years ago, Kusela broke up Dakan al-Ahmar and went to the Deshret's Relics headquarters by himself.
Oh, uh-oh. It was not illness.
When you guys started acting up?
We would prefer to call it taking revenge. Every last person in Deshret's relics must pay in blood for what they did.
Let me
Ah.
start from the beginning. Dehya, do you know how the head of the relics maintained order internally?
Overwhelming strength and unquestionable authority?
Those were a part of it, yes. But just those on their own weren't enough. They had another tool at their
Blackmail.
disposal. They called it a person's record. Regardless of whether they joined by their own will or were coerced, every person in Deshret's relics were forced to make a record
Oh.
of themselves at headquarters, whether it be their deepest sin, some unforgivable act, or their most immoral exploit. The records served both as a symbol of loyalty and the perfect material for blackmail. That's precisely it. Every one of us have a record. Me, Bashar, Tikriti, and all the boys who grew up with Dehya and ended up joining our ranks. But you, Dehya, you were never asked to provide a record, were you?
She was also a baby.
I never even knew this was a requirement.
Wait, so, like, if she was born into it, like, how would they have a record of any kind of sin? It's just like, all right, child, go commit a crime so we can use this to hold over your head in the future. Like, I don't know.
You were probably the only person in all of Deshret's relics who didn't know about it.
I feel like she might have been the only person who was born into it, too, so... Oof.
Ever since you were born, Boss had been trying to shield you from this organization's sinister rules. Not only that, but he also banned all of us from committing any nefarious acts. He said he'd take care of the dues we had to pay regularly to headquarters. But in the end, he was just an ordinary person. What could he do? He was forced to go to headquarters again and again to account for missed dues and incomplete records. He'd come up with all kinds of excuses and get beaten up as a result.
Oh.
For you. He wanted to get you out of this world, no matter what it took.
And that's why he became a shell of himself and couldn't walk without a cane.
Yeah, that's true. They probably would have just made her commit a crime when she was old enough.
Wait, but that doesn't make any sense. I didn't know about any of this, and I'd never seen him get injured or beaten.
I'm surprised that he didn't just, like, when she was a baby, like, you know, pass her off to, like, as an example, like Dehya's family. Someone that, like could provide her with a better life and also keep her from, like, you know, having to be forced to, like, commit crimes. Because if there's no record of her existing in the first place, then they can't really track her down, right?
Because you were too young at the time. How would you ever tell between wounds from a beating and wounds from battle? When you left home after that final argument with him,
But,
he
I
seemed
mean,
to age by a decade overnight.
probably
He was
really
handled
difficult.
that way.
It's a difficult decision regardless.
So even the blazing beasts were...
Yep. It was all his doing. Had he not arranged them to come to you, you probably would have been reduced to a pulp before you ever left the desert.
A few years ago, Boss said he needed to make another trip to headquarters. He was already pretty weak then, and we all assumed he was going to get beaten again. I suggested that he hand the role of leadership over to me, but he said there was no longer any need, since the Khan al-Ahmar would soon be no more. His words made no sense to me, but that night, we heard that a massive fire tore through headquarters and razed everyone's records to ash.
Tia's not a Nepo baby. What's the opposite of a Nepo baby? Because she's kind of a crime baby.
Everyone gained their freedom that night. Many members fled, not just from our ranks, but from the other brigades as well.
Sus baby? I don't know.
But how could we let it off their conscience? All of
Yeah.
us who knew exactly what had happened.
I was gathering that Dia's dad was, like, doing all of this for kind of, like, a good cause. It does suck that, like, he was gonna keep this from her. Like, he was gonna keep his death from her. And let her keep thinking that he was a terrible person.
Took him from us.
From that point on, the sole purpose of the Khan al-Ahmar became revenge. The big fire that Boss started was quite a blow to headquarters strength. It's given us the opportunity to launch our attack. Even though we're outnumbered, we vowed to see our revenge through to the very end.
Yeah. Collateral damage.
There were people from headquarters who changed their names and went into hiding.
Oh,
Some fled to other brigades,
okay.
and others escaped to the rainforest. But we won't let any of them escape our wrath. They'll all pay for what they've done.
We've suffered
The real
losses as
vengeance.
well. To keep going, we need an enormous amount of supplies, from food and medicine to weaponry and explosives. All we can do is exchange our loot from Mora, and then use that to get supplies.
I feel like Dia's dad wouldn't have wanted this.
We forged Boss's handwriting and sent out many letters to his former friends.
I don't think he would have wanted this. He just wanted them to disband and move on.
We were also able to attract many mercenaries who shared our goal. We've endured unspeakable pain to win many impossible battles.
That's true too. If Dia knew everything, then she would, like, put herself in danger and he couldn't have that. It's complicated and I get that, but, like, there is such a emotional turmoil. It's just so complicated when you're kept in the dark like that and are manipulated, even if it was for, like, you know, a better cause sort of a thing, even if it was for your own good, supposedly. I don't know. It's messy. This is very messy, which is good.
Weaker and weaker, and now we finally have an opportunity to directly strike their headquarters.
Paimon doesn't know what to say anymore.
That's a big mood. Yeah, do you have any idea that, because, like, the collateral damage has been steep. Even then, I get where they're coming from.
We do know right from wrong, but we were sinners from the very beginning. We do not deserve the freedom that the boss won for us with his life.
It's guilt. It's literally from guilt. Oh.
Boss always loved his old-fashioned hero stories. Those Those tales about sacrificing yourself to save the world, we used to always laugh at him for it. But in the end, he really went and lived those stories out himself. As for me, I never considered myself a hero. We're all the lowest of the low. We have no right to even imagine such an existence. But maybe those hero stories he liked foreshadowed everything that was to come. The spirit of the hero touched all those he had saved, and more people joined his cause.
Oh, the waiver.
Maybe we were all just acting along with the play in the beginning. But as we acted the parts and recited the lines, we were drawn in. And now, we want to see the story through to the end. I'm sorry, Dehya. I know you always found us insufferable ever since you were young. Just think of this as a madman ranting.
I don't think she'll be able to do that. Okay.
Go with you.
Huh? Dehya? You want to go with them?
Not
I
surprised.
grew up with these guys, and I know they're not bad people. It's just that some situations get so bad that it's difficult to tell good from evil. All I know is that Deshret's relics must be destroyed. Furthermore, I want to go see the place for myself. I want to know if my father is still
Oh.
there.
I feel like that would be especially bad.
I know you don't want to get involved in this, so there's no need for you to tag along. I can do this on my own.
I was about to say we made a promise.
Yeah. It feels like we'd only regret it if we don't see this through to the end.
Alright.
Thank you. We'll be a lot stronger together with you.
Thank you. More like thank you. Eh?
I bet Boss would lose his mind if he ever knew you'd join us at the very last moment like this.
Dehya's dad shouting from the afterlife, "This isn't what I wanted!"
Considering all the losses and injuries we sustained, we can't afford to turn down someone as powerful as you.
He can think whatever he wants. But the fact is, I owe him this much.
Him shouting again from the afterlife, "You don't owe me anything! Stop putting yourself in danger! This is exactly the opposite of what I wanted! Gah! Oh, dang it. What's closer? Desert or forest? Probably here. Yeah, she's been through a lot.
The sunlight feels really cozy. Napping in a tree would be nice. Just the thought of it is making me sleepy.
Well, no time for sleep. Sleep is for the weak. Okay, I could probably just glide over. All right. No, sleep is for the weak. I say on like 4 or 5 hours of sleep or something. I hope that you get her. Dia's a dad. Bring me back. He's... Yeah, no, Dia's dad just like struggling, like, let me at him. I need to stop her from doing this. Let me go! Oh, were you about to call me out on my not sleeping? Because, yeah, that's about right. I'll call myself out. Oh. You know what? We are in the desert. I should hydrate.
Is this the entrance? We sure didn't run into much trouble on the way here.
Why don't we just
Should be.
glide it over?
Enough manpower left to post guards and defend their perimeters.
Well, that's good. Okay, so I'll just wander in with this team. Because, I think primarily I'll be using Dehya just because I'm pretty sure she's gonna be available for the... Yeah, there she is.
Wow. Paimon didn't expect it to look like this on the inside.
They should all be holed up in here. Don't know how many people they've got left, though.
Who cares? We'll round up all of them.
Ah, yes. The, storm the goblin camp strategy in Baldur's Gate.
Still, we should be careful. Even if they've only got one shot.
The
left,
heads-on
they can still
approach.
Take us out.
Well, we fought worse.
Yeah, we'll know what they're really capable of once we've landed some hits on them. Deshret's relics may have been a force to be reckoned with before, but their name means nothing now.
Yeah, they don't stand a chance with you here. I'll take the lead. I've been here once before.
All right. Ooh, they're actually here. That's neat. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
Into the wind. Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Okay. I think that's it for this guy. Oh, there's another one. Hello. Oh, you are in the wall. Bye.
New punching bag.
Oh, hi.
Mind the deluge.
Right now.
The wind knows me.
You still... You good now? Oh, there's still more. Okay. There are a lot of them.
As one with wind and cloud. Time to go.
Yeah, I wasn't harming him. I was just unsticking his face from the wall, obviously. I was being a kind soul. Hey, please get over here. You're away from my bombs, and I think that's really rude.
Emerge.
Well, time to get this guy stuck in a wall. Rawr. Here we go. Oh wow, they're just... yes, my favorite strategy. Lock them in a corner. Oh, bye. Not the wall combos. I'm pulling a Hades the game. Slam them into the
We're
wall.
almost there.
Ha!
Wait! They went charging ahead without checking for any traps!
Oh god, if they all die.
Hey, you guys okay?
It seems like we just got trapped in here. Don't think we triggered anything else.
Amazing.
The enemy's coming from ahead.
Well, now that things have come to this, seems we'll have to fight our way through.
We
Don't
can blow
worry
up the
about
wall,
us.
right?
We knew something like this could happen. Go and take a look around. There could still be another way through.
They're gonna die.
Go! We can't let the boss down.
They're gonna die.
There's another way! The sooner we can make it through to help them, the better!
Let's see.
Perception issue.
Through over there, but it's being blocked by something. Let's try our luck with that mech.
Okay, let's go!
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess they're dead. It just the height and color. Well, it needs to be gold and then raise that. Okay. Does it get interrupted if I walk through it? No. Okay.
Let's get it on!
Yeah, why would the ancient temple not be trapped, literally? Oh, you want a shield? I think that's illegal. You can trust me. I am absolutely the shield police. You can tell by my chunky shield. All right. Failed perception check in Baldur's Gate.
Another mechanism like the one before, but this one's being blocked off in the middle.
Oh, didn't notice this. Speaking of failed perception checks. Oh no, 3 fails? Okay, let's see. Oh. It rotated me. Come on. You wanna... It's just rotating me. Okay. Lower. All right, cool. Oh yeah, the little pose after her burst. Oh, hello. How's it going? That's lasers. That's rather rude. I'm gonna have to confiscate those. It's really funny because in actual life, my perception is like... Actually, I always stand by the claim that my perception is always good for things that aren't important. Very specifically. Like, I will notice the weirdest and most hyper-specific things, but never the things I need to notice. And I will miss out on, like, really obvious things. I mean, to be fair, I'd get distracted by lasers, too. Like, if they just showed up out of nowhere, I'd be like, oh, wow. That's bright.
Emerge right now.
Mind the danger.
Okay, and then do a bit of this, and then I can do this. They gone? Bye. Wait. Oh, you jerk! Hold on! The music went away.
Emerge right here, right now.
Still.
Just don't jump. Yeah, I heard about that. Mother, I crave melazine meat. You know, I gave you one a bit ago. You're supposed to know how to save those things. You know? You can't just eat them all at once. I want to hug a melazine. You're like the only one. Everyone else here wants to eat them. For some reason. It was a small melazine. Listen, you need to learn restraint. Oh, the hive mind is splitting into the two factions. Eat the melazine or hug the melazine.
Expecting anyone to make it through from the other side.
Oh, so they're dead. Okay.
But as a desert dweller, I suppose we should be used to our folks defying all expectations.
I'm sorry. These melodramatic guys, like these melodramatic villains, standing right there in the glare, like, how silly is this? Like, they must not be able to see, right? Like, they really did just, like, take the L and went, okay, we need to be appropriately dramatic. Hey, where's the middle of this platform? We gotta stand right under it. And these melodramatic guys. Can you spot the main villain? No, I can't. There's too much of a glare. We can't even hear him. That's also true. He's shouting at the top of his lungs because, like, we're so far away. Also, hello. There's tape to mark the place. You're right. There's stage tape. And then, like, I don't know. Maybe there's like an announcement system. This has like Gaius energy. Like, you know, when he's talking to you from like the robot from like many feet up in the air, and it's just like, how are we talking to each other so clearly? I don't think we are. They're wearing shades. They have to be, otherwise they're
Don't
blind.
waste your breath. You have nowhere to run.
They can't hear us, Dehya.
Run.
Oh
If
my
I
god.
wanted to run, I would have fled 1,000 times already.
Just close the window.
I witnessed the golden age of Deshresh relics. Even if I could leave this place behind, all that awaits me now are endless days of humiliation and ruin.
Sorry, I didn't get that. It was like, you're so far away. All I heard was ruin? We are in some ruins. I don't know what you're talking about. They're all just screaming. I mean, either that or they're just talking and like they have monologues set up, even though the other can't hear them. Endless, sorry, what? Endless ruins? I mean, it feels that way, I guess. Ruin guard? I mean, there's a big one out there that's been like trying to shoot me? Maybe that's what you're looking for. The acoustics are impeccable. Oh, that's why we can hear them. It's because it's echoing all over the place. So I heard ruin like 5 times, but I don't think that's what you said. Congrats on the Luca. But yeah, it's just... I'm sorry, are you even the right person? I can't tell, it's too bright. Like, who are you? I can't see your face or silhouette. It's, really bright.
Even now, my brothers and I still believe in one thing. The greatest should never live to remember their fall.
No, literally, it's so sad.
So you want to go out in a blaze of glory?
No, he wants to go out in a blaze of light. He wants to go out in a blaze of Holy 3.
Let us draw our
Actually, it's Holy 1.
We will show them the true power King Deshret bestowed upon his followers.
I think I heard Deshret in there. Are you the Deshret leader? I seriously, speak up. And also, like, maybe close the window again. I really can't see you.
They are but 2, while we hold within ourselves the entirety of the relic's glory.
Excuse you, we are 2.5. Do you not see the floating Paimon next to me? Also, I think I'm gonna skip on the Topaz banner, and I already have Zila, so... But I hope that everyone can get their Zila, because Zila is wonderful.
Wave 1, jump!
Oh, hi!
Eliminate them!
What was that? Wave? I can't see you wave! It's so bright! Can't close the window, it's too heavy. They took like so much effort like opening that window that it's just like, no, we can't close it. Not after all of this. Like, it wasn't actually supposed to be that bright, but we took long enough that like the sun is in like the right spot for it to be like overly bright, and now they're just kind of stuck with it. Relic? What's a relic, Mr. Welt? Actually, it was Mr. Yang. Dang it! I got the meme wrong. Oh, hey! That's rude.
Emerge right now.
Herda doesn't want to talk to me. She just wants to experiment on me.
Brothers! This is where we prove our faith.
You all just want to die?
None of us plan to leave this place alive!
Oh, whoop. Why are you frozen?
The commander has finally fallen.
Herda's just like, if you want answers from me, then you have to enter the simulated universe. And we're just like, what? No, why?
But they're still coming at us. This place is like a gladiator.
Going to swarm.
Just keep coming no matter how many we beat.
They can't be endless. That's impossible.
Yes, keep fighting! There's no need to fear, and no need to back down! This is our last stand!
Sorry, what was that? You said fear? Are you afraid?
In the next wave
Okay,
comes,
I'll stop the joke
try to
now.
draw away their attacks. I'm going to see if I can take out that high platform.
Yeah, it is high up. It's really high up. Well, that's convenient. Oh, they live. I think.
Get out of my
Oh,
way!
they live.
Come and face me, Mitchell!
Listen, we gotta debug the game, Kingdom Hearts coded style.
Ugh, so they've broken through the front as well.
Why am I skipping? I need to save because this, as long as the character is not super high on my want list, I am trying to save.
Apologies, Lord Michal. They fight like absolute madmen. No matter how much we throw at them, they just keep coming for more.
I can't have every character. I can't do that. I don't have that type of luck or money. They put bugs in him! Riku, no!
So, it would seem like this is the end.
You're muttering. We've established that you are very high up.
Time to pay for everything you've done, Michal.
Both of us really need to, okay.
You
We have
think
met our
I will
microphones.
give you that opportunity? I will be buried in the sand alongside all the rest of our fading glory.
He's going into the light. Oh no, he's going into the light! Wow, we went up there fast.
We were too late.
Well, I mean, it was a really far run. Like, it's such a far run. We would have been late regardless.
It's over. There's no more need to fight. But if you're still going to cling on to your so-called mercenary's pride, then I'll give you all a good beating as well.
They look so dejected. Oh, that was so good.
Hey, Dehya! I found the mechanism. I'll get you all back up here right away.
He tripped and he's fallen and he can't get up.
Let's go.
The family, kinda. Oh! Oh, okay. Wait. What the? Ha! What? Why? Why would you do that? I don't like that this is a trend. It's never intentional. Do I have to activate it? Wait, how am I supposed to? Is there another mechanism on here? How the heck am I supposed? What? That's not a button. If you made that the same button, I would. Okay. Not when the aesthetics kill
Who
me.
are you filthy rats? And why are you always pestering us?
What are you shocking about? What are you talking about? He just walked into the light. He went into Kingdom Hearts, and now we have to fight him in Kingdom Hearts. I think that's how this works, right?
You call yourself a member of the infamous Deshret's relics, and you still can't even tell who's made it all the way to your headquarters?
Who knows what intent a bunch of rats may have? We try to catch a couple, and you all just show up on the other side instead. How are we supposed to figure out what you're after?
I think they know that Kingdom Hearts is light. Did you not see the light? They've discovered the power.
Have you ever heard of a man by the name of Kusela? Why would I know? It's not like I'm in charge or anything.
I don't think claiming ignorance like that is really a point of pride. Oh, there it goes. Oh no, there's a heart. It's gonna become a heartless.
This is your last chance to talk.
Hey, I said I don't know anything. I'm just an average member here. I'm telling the truth. If you're here to find someone, why don't you look through the records yourselves? Who can remember every name and face with so many people coming in and out every day?
Also, like, how do you not recognize Dehya? Dehya is pretty famous.
The irony. His life became a light for so many, yet to others, it wasn't even worth remembering.
Zeus.
Where's the records room? Answer me.
It's right over there. All the files are in there. You can go through them as much as you want. It's not like any of them still matter anyway.
I mean the old records room.
The old records room? You mean the one that got burned down?
I'm surprised it got burned down. Isn't everything like made out of stone?
Kusela. Ah, yeah, I remember him now. The guy who could hardly walk. Watch your mouth. That's our boss you're talking about. He was definitely faking it. We all let our guard down as soon as we saw him come hobbling in. But in the short time it supposedly took him to take a dump, he'd already gotten away and started a fire in the records room. He couldn't have possibly outrun us if he wasn't a fraud. And after that, Deshret's relics fell into complete disarray.
Stop wasting our time. Every one of us here is perfectly aware of what he had done.
Could you say that Deshret's relics are becoming relics of the past?
Tell me, where is the old records room?
It's just over there. Go see it for yourself if it means that much to you. There's nothing left in there but ashes. No human could ever survive that kind of inferno.
Yeah, I don't think he ran.
Tikriti, let's go.
Oh no.
We'll leave the others here to guard these guys. Spare them no mercy if they try anything.
Sino pops up out of like an urn in the corner or something. It's like trying to hide and his like ears are poking out. Let's see. Oh, wait, hold on. There's a person over there. Ah, dang it! Harada? Oh, no, this is just some guy. What are you doing here? Okay, bye. He's dead? But he didn't turn into sand. Everyone gets reduced into sand eventually, apparently. Just like Fontanians get reduced into water or something.
So, this was his final destination.
Smash reference.
How did he do it? Getting past all the guards with a limp and sneaking in here to start a fire? If he was nimble enough to do that, then he must have been able to get out of here after starting the fire, right?
Oh.
Dehya.
I'm sorry.
That's
I know
copium.
It's just wishful thinking. Let's look around. Maybe we can find something that's been left behind.
Genuinely, how did he burn everything? I guess it's just like it spread from the records because they're probably paper records.
Is this a cane?
Oh,
I
yikes.
see the one
Okay.
Dehya's father used.
Kusela.
Thanks for everything, boss.
Hmm.
We're fortunate to somehow find that cane after that fire.
Let's split up and look around some more. What if something else has been left behind?
Also, are we like, have we confirmed that the head of the Deshret relics is like dead? Because he just kind of walked off. Like, did anyone actually confirm that he died?
But what else could survive a fire like that?
Huh?
Oh, cutscene. Oh, was his body there? Oh, I just didn't. Oh, it's a sword cane.
Thought so.
Wait, isn't that the toy sword you played with as a child?
That's a pretty big sword for a kid.
Dragon is no more.
Oh, little
Princess Dehya
Dehya!
has slain it. Its head now hangs above the city gates. Her bravery has brought eternal peace and prosperity to us all. Dehya, come on. This is the most important line.
You can do it.
But Dehya, you defeated the dragon. Everyone's waiting for your speech. Still too shy, huh? All right, I'll do it. I hereby proclaim our victory. Evil shall plague us no more.
Oh, he was a good dad. She was just too embarrassed.
I hereby proclaim our victory.
Oh.
Evil shall plague us no more, Dad.
Oh. Oh. That timing, oh my gosh. Brought to justice, turned themselves in. Dehya got it and was silent. Oh.
What's this?
we have gotten you food on Paimon's tab, which is technically my tab.
Don't you remember? You asked Paimon what she would do if she were to wake up tomorrow with loads of money.
Did we just blow all of our money on food? Paimon, not again.
Paimon said that she would get boatloads of tasty snacks. You looked super confused at the time, but said it was an adorable thing to say. These opportunities don't come by often. So today, Paimon's gonna treat you to a special crash course on Paimon's life philosophy.
Eat the pain away! It's really my treat, but you get the point.
This way you get everything from the both of us for the price of one.
Well,
Anyway, the point is that you should eat to your heart's content. You'll feel better for sure once you've gotten something in your tummy. Dunyarzad will also be here shortly. She's already heard that we're back.
yeah, grief
Aw,
is
Thanks, you
it's a hard
two.
thing to work through.
Honestly, this is very unlike me. I just had a lot on my mind on our way back, so I didn't know what to say.
You don't need to explain yourself. It's tough.
My chest was filled with all kinds of intense emotions. They just shook me even more than all the feelings we've shared during our previous adventures.
Because this time it was personal.
But when everything came to an end, those emotions also vanished without a trace, and I was left feeling more empty than ever before. It was as if I'd lost the thing that was most important to me.
Yeah, everything happened really fast. This was a long day.
You're right. To
For
many
a couple days?
mercenaries, Mora is the most important thing in the world. But perhaps to us, it's the most worthless thing of all. Idrisi and the others all used to say that they would quit if there was no Mora to be had. But when it came to avenging my father, there was no Mora to be made anywhere. My reality shattered when I found out that the father who always told me hero stories was in fact a bad guy. But look at me now. Am I any different? Despite all my promises about never forgiving him and never trying to understand him, I still went to such lengths to find out the truth and nearly even shed tears for his sake.
All the feelings that you're feeling are totally fine. It's
We're hypocrites. All of us.
Oh, okay, cool. We're on the same page. Good job, Traveler.
Yeah, you're right. It's just a pity that we often only recognize our true feelings after it's already too late.
Yeah, I wish I could give her a hug
You're
too.
back. Are all of you all right?
Physically, we are physically okay.
Ah, there she is.
Yeah. Many people from the Corps of 30 came over, and I just wrapped up everything with my dad. All I can do now is wait for their verdict. Huh? Dehya, you're looking quite down again.
I'll explain. A lot happened while we were gone.
Oh, Dion's is
I'm
crying.
sorry. I really should have controlled my emotions better. I just...
Why are you eating again? Paimon eats whenever, she said, but you eat all the time. Oh no!
It's all right, my lady. You were hurt by all of this as well. Truth be told, I'm starting to feel a little guilty watching you cry like this.
You don't need to feel guilty.
But Dehya, your pain must be even worse. You shouldn't need to comfort me.
Hey, don't worry about me. If anything, this whole thing has finally shown me the difference between illusion and reality.
They are in fact illusions of the past that haunt us greatly.
My father probably thought that people could settle into new lives as long as they moved to a new environment.
After Baijul, do I do Linny? Well, you know how there's a quest between them? And how that one is locked behind an 8-hour world quest? Yeah. Emotional damage fiesta. Yep, that's about right.
That thought has even crossed my mind a few times.
Illusions of the
It's like
past, yeah.
saying, what's wrong with adapting to a new life? However, there was always something deep within my mind that refused to accept it. This impulse brought me great turmoil, and even made me feel ashamed for turning my back on your father's kindness.
Disappear among the sea of sadness. Which one's locked? Yoimiya Part 2.
But now that I consider it again, it all makes sense. The desert sands are a part of who I am, and I will never be able to lead a peaceful existence.
Okay, it's only some of it, but I feel like that'll probably take still like 1 or 2 streams, just because like I stream for 2 hours and I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be 8 hours, right?
I understand how you feel.
That doesn't mean I won't be making any changes to my life, though. As an example, I'm now thinking about taking on some small odd jobs.
Disappearing on the sea of Aranara.
It's just like Idrisi said. I also want to catch up to my father and become a character in his play. Even if the ending of the story may be childish and ridiculous, it won't really matter.
Isn't that neat, though? Oh, you'll be a whole new kind of mercenary, one that's not out for Mora. Why don't we go for a change of scenery once we finish eating? What about stopping by the Grand Bazaar again?
Forced exploration? Oh no!
Right. You said you wanted to get a rug for your family.
We'll come along too.
Alright, yeah, let's make sure. Let's comfort them.
Thank you enough for taking care of me this entire time.
Illusions of the forest. Oh, okay. I actually thought that was gonna be the end. It was just gonna do like a fade or something. Wasn't expecting to actually go to the shop. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. What? Maybe this is not as fast. That's water. I think I've made an error. Oh, dang it. Listen, thank you for the follow. Don't follow me too much. I think I'm getting lost. Have I claimed the chest nearby? Oh, you assume I explored. The answer is no. Error, Nara.
Oh, this rug here is quite something. The craftsmanship is exquisite. And the fabric is also of high quality.
Follow me into the illusions of the past.
Ah, here you are. Finally, I found you.
Hey, aren't you that mercenary who bit his tongue?
Oh my gosh.
Talk? Wait, are you here to take revenge on us?
What are you talking about? Do I look like I could take you all to a fight? I
Oh
just
my
came here to give you something. I'll be on my way to give myself up to the core after this. Once I woke up, I hurried to the Khan al
That's gotta hurt, huh?
to alert them to your presence. But when I got there, I found no one except the members who were still too injured to move.
Ah, so you probably got there after us.
Yeah, they told me that they had exacted their revenge, and everyone had turned themselves in to the authorities. Even that last camp was not going to last for much longer.
I'm sorry that you, like, bit your tongue, dude. Like, after all of this.
I had joined the cause to repay an old favor from Kusela.
I'm so sorry.
Everyone's already turned themselves in. I might as well do the same.
Maybe get some, like, medical help? Like, I feel like you shouldn't be talking right now. That would, like, aggravate the right? Or, wound. That would, like, aggravate your tongue, right?
One of the injured members gave this box to me and told me that it contained some of the old man's last possessions. Everything left in the camp will get confiscated, so I figured I should get this to you before the Corps could get their hands on it.
Thank you.
No worries. We are all just living our own truths. There's no need to comment or judge anyone for it.
So this box contains everything that Dia's father left behind. Huh. It feels lighter than expected.
It's gonna be pictures. It'll be hyperbloom, not aggravate. You got a good point.
Well, back in the day, the first thing he did with any Mora was spend it on things like drinks and meat. But let's see what's inside. What's this? It's just a bunch of junk. It kind of stinks.
Perhaps it's just been left unopened for too long.
A handwritten copy of a storybook. The paper's
Oh,
already yellowed, and it looks like it's about to fall
no.
apart. It was against the academia's rules to possess books for personal use. If he was going to break that rule, he could have at least copied something useful.
That probably means this was really important to him.
It was the fairy tales that he told her as a kid.
And here are a few bags of children's snacks. The packaging's completely deteriorated. Maybe that's where the smell was coming from.
Did he get those for you?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even when I was a child, I was never a fan of these kinds of snacks. He'd always say that he got them for me, but in the end, he always ate more than I ever did. Who even leaves snacks in a box like this anyway? Isn't that just common sense? Forget it. Let me see what else is in here. A razor, some buttons, some round iron tiles, a wooden toy puppet, a wool scarf, which from the looks of it probably belonged to a woman, and a hair clip? Why are these things here?
I'm suddenly feeling a little scared.
I'm sorry, my lady, but this is just the kind of man he was. He probably saw this box as some kind of personal trash heap and dumped any and everything in there. 2 empty liquor bottles. Tell me, you guys, are these the kinds of things that a normal person would leave behind?
What an interesting man.
There's something in the bottle.
A message in a bottle?
You're right. All right, I got it out. It seems to be a piece of paper with some writing on it. The bottom part's all damaged from moisture, though. Let's hope the writing didn't smudge. I was suddenly seized with an urge to write a letter after finishing this bottle. I just folded it up and left it in the bottle, though. If I end up forgetting about it, it won't really matter. To Dehya.
Oh.
It's a letter for me?
I thought it was literally just gonna be a note that was just like, I just wrote this for funsies. Anyway. Oh no.
It's all right. I'll just read it out. If he went to the trouble of writing a letter, there must have been some important things that he wanted to say. Or at least record down.
My condition's becoming worse and worse. Can't even walk without a cane anymore, much less go out and have fun. Guess I don't have many days left. If you're reading this letter, then I suppose I'm already long gone. You were adorable as a baby. Everyone loved you. And regardless of whether you were crying or laughing, everyone enjoyed having you in the group. But once you grew a bit older, you were no longer nearly as happy or cute. It's probably the guy's fault.
Can you believe this guy? He can point the finger at himself.
Anyway, back to the point. To summarize, I'm writing this so you would know not to feel sad for me, even if you end up finding out the truth. The reason being that...
Wait, what?
I was never your father to begin with.
Wait, what?
Surely, he must be joking, right?
Wow, congrats! You are not the father.
I don't know.
Adopted from a close friend?
I was quite formidable when I was young, and 100 times cooler than some so-called flame main. Really felt like the whole world.
You really
was
wrote
on
down
my
the
feet.
ha-ha-has, huh?
Just a teeny tiny bit of effort, I felt I could rule over the entire desert. But as fate would have it, I went out into the desert for a drink one day
Oh.
and discovered a baby in the sands. It was you. You were just lying there, small and helpless. You were so tiny that if the wind blew for just a little while longer, you would have been buried forever. But your cries were so loud they made my head hurt. Now that I think of it, you really were a bundle of energy.
Sounds like he's serious.
I told Idrisi and the others that I had slipped up with a woman while out and about. None of them even doubted me. I'm sorry that I had to lie to them for so long, but I really had no other choice. I was their most esteemed leader, after all. It's not like I could just tell them that I suddenly wanted to play at being a father. At this rate, I'll puke up all the liquor I just drank from this bottle. Anyway, Dehya, You possess the kind of freedom and kindness that we could only dream of. As far as how you should live your life, that'll be up to you to decide.
That's the end of the letter. In the end, he was still thinking of me as a little child. I suppose, or I would have suffocated under the sand a long time ago.
He was a good father to you. The fact that he wasn't a blood relative doesn't change that.
Yeah. It's just a pity that we had to learn the truth of everything like this.
Do you already have some ideas about the decision that he wanted you to make?
I do. If he first found me alone in the sands, then I want to try my hand at finding the person who abandoned me. I just have one wish. To tell them a story. That there once existed a childish and foolish jerk with a heart of gold. And that only under his care was I able to grow and mature into the person I am today.
If you end up finding any leads, can you share them with us? We go on adventures all the time. Maybe we'll be able to find some information for you.
Sure, I appreciate it. I wasn't expecting you to be so enthusiastic.
Aw, I don't want you to stop going forward.
I hope too.
Thank you. All of you.
Yeah, the song.
My life has certainly had its twists and turns, but I've always considered myself lucky. Because no matter where I've gone, I've always been surrounded by incredible kindness.
Aww. That's a really touching one. Yeah, a follow-up for the Dio one would be really, really nice. Dang. Well, Hatham, Tainari, and Layla don't really have trauma. As far as I know, Layla is just tired. Yeah, Diaz is really good. Well, on that relatively sad note, somber note, bittersweet note, I think I'm gonna go find someone to raid. Layla is tired in a generalized ball of anxiety. Honestly, me too. That's a big mood. Oh, I haven't even done the hangout. Oh god, I have to do hangouts after this. Oh no, I have to do hangouts after this! Well, for after I finish all the character quests. Let's see. Ooh, Bill is streaming Honkai Star Rail. The voice of Albert. What's next on the list? Baiju. And then I'm gonna and then after that is gonna be Aranara. For however many that I need to unlock Aranara, unlock Yoimiya, and then we do Yoimiya's. And then it's Linny, and then Nervalet. Oh, Trix! Hello! But yeah, so let me just... Oh, the Albert PNG. I got some catching up to do. Yeah, and then after that, I'm gonna start working through the Hangouts. So, oh, and then there's also... Yeah, Worcester's Sauce's story would probably come out too. Ah! Aranyaka? Kiraranara? There we go. Main event. Yeah, I haven't been doing the events for a while. So I'm just here to do the main stuff, I think. Nyara Nyara? You're right. Aranyara, Nyara Kirara? Okay, I'm gonna start this. Yeah. Letting the Primos go into the abyss. It'll light up the abyss. It's gonna be really sparkly when we get there, right? You know? That's it needs its lighting. Otherwise it's gonna be really dark there. So, I am, because you know what? Where else are they gonna get their funding from? Exactly, it's gonna be the Sparkle Abyss. Sparkly Abyss. Listen, I need to hit you with the psychic damage somehow once I start running out of stuff to do. Alrighty. It's gonna be, you know what? The Abyss is gonna be Kira Kira. Kira 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 Kira. Ah! Okay, so yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. I will be back on Monday for Baijule's event. Character story, rather. And yeah. Oh, you think that the hive controls me? That's cute. But yeah, take care, you guys. I don't have much time left. So yeah, rest well, have a good weekend, and see you on Monday. Bye-bye!